China is building a new kind of army, one powered by technology, not just numbers. The days of relying solely on massive troop formations are fading, replaced by a vision of military might defined by innovation and digital prowess. The focus is now on smarter, faster, and more connected forces, using artificial intelligence, autonomous drones, and advanced data networks. These tools allow the PLA to react in real time, gather intelligence instantly, and coordinate operations with unprecedented precision. This marks a dramatic shift from a military once known for its sheer size, to one aiming for digital sophistication. The transformation is visible, as old traditions give way to robotic drills and cyber operations. Beijing's leaders see technology as the key to military strength, believing future wars will be won by those who master code and algorithms. In their view, the battlefield of tomorrow will be shaped by data, not just firepower. The PLA is undergoing a complete transformation, deploying cutting-edge systems across land, sea, air, and even space. From stealth drones to advanced satellites, every domain is being upgraded for the digital age. This is more than an upgrade, it's a reimagining of what a military can be in the 21st century. Training now includes virtual simulations, and soldiers are equipped with augmented reality to enhance their effectiveness. We'll explore how China's tech obsession is revolutionizing its armed forces and shifting the global balance of power. The integration of AI and cyber capabilities is changing the rules of engagement worldwide. From AI to drones and the unique partnership between private tech giants and the military, China's approach is reshaping warfare. Civilian innovation is being rapidly adapted for military use, blurring the lines between the two sectors. For the US and China's neighbors, this rapid modernization is a wake-up call, forcing them to rethink their own strategies. The pace and scale of China's advancements are prompting new debates about security and preparedness. The rise of a tech-powered PLA could spark a new arms race, one fought in cyberspace and with autonomous machines. The competition is no longer just about missiles and tanks, but about who can dominate the digital domain. Understanding China's ambitions and the technologies it's developing is crucial for anyone interested in the future of global security. The choices made today will shape the conflicts and alliances of tomorrow. The story of China's military is now about code, circuits, and the digital armor of a rising superpower. As the world watches, the dragon's new armor is being forged in the crucible of innovation and ambition. The PLA was once defined by its massive ranks and outdated Soviet equipment, a force that relied on sheer numbers and the weight of history to project power. Its strategy depended on overwhelming manpower, waves of soldiers surging forward, rather than advanced technology or sophisticated tactics. But the 1990s changed everything, marking a turning point in military thinking. Watching the US dominate the Gulf War with precision-guided weapons, real-time intelligence, and networked operations was a wake-up call for China's military leadership. Chinese leaders realized that sheer numbers were no match for high-tech warfare, and that future conflicts would be won by those who mastered technology and information. The PLA began shrinking its ground forces, reducing its reliance on outdated methods and equipment. Instead, it started investing heavily in modern air, naval, and missile capabilities, building a force designed for the challenges of the 21st century. The focus shifted from quantity to quality, with an emphasis on informatized warfare, where information, data, and rapid decision-making are the keys to victory. Modernization meant new platforms, stealth fighters, advanced submarines, aircraft carriers, and cutting-edge command systems that could coordinate complex operations. The military restructured for joint operations, integrating all branches to fight as a single, cohesive force capable of rapid response and flexible tactics. Training and doctrine evolved to prioritize speed, connectivity, and data dominance on the battlefield, preparing soldiers for the realities of modern conflict. The old army of human waves has given way to high-tech waves, swarms of intelligent machines, autonomous systems, and streams of digital data shaping the fight. Today, the PLA is preparing to fight and win wars where information is the ultimate weapon, and cyber capabilities are as crucial as firepower. This transformation is ongoing, but the direction is clear. China's military is now built for the digital age, constantly adapting to new threats and opportunities. The world is watching as the PLA trades boots on the ground for bytes in the cloud, signaling a new era in military power and strategy. Artificial intelligence is at the heart of China's military modernization, driving a sweeping transformation across every branch of the armed forces. The PLA is rapidly integrating AI into intelligence analysis, battlefield decision-making and wargaming simulations, aiming to outpace rivals in both speed and accuracy. The ultimate goal is to develop AI commanders capable of processing vast amounts of information and directing complex operations with superhuman speed and precision. Drones are another game-changer in this technological race. China leads the world in developing both surveillance and armed drones, ranging from high-altitude reconnaissance models to swarms of small, coordinated UAVs that can operate autonomously. These swarms have the potential to overwhelm enemy defenses, saturate the skies, and fundamentally change the face of aerial combat as we know it. On land, unmanned ground vehicles are now handling some of the most dangerous tasks, such as scouting enemy positions and clearing deadly minefields, significantly reducing risk to human soldiers. At sea, robotic submarines and underwater drones are mapping the ocean floor, hunting for hidden threats, and extending China's reach into the depths, making the underwater domain more contested than ever. All these advanced systems are interconnected by breakthroughs in electronic warfare, jamming enemy communications, blinding hostile radars, and protecting China's own networks from cyber and electronic attacks. The silent battle for control of the electromagnetic spectrum is now as crucial as any physical fight, shaping the outcome of conflicts before a shot is even fired. By fusing AI, drones, robotics, and electronic warfare into a single integrated force, China is building a military designed for the unpredictable wars of tomorrow. The PLA's new arsenal is more autonomous, more connected, and more lethal than ever before, giving commanders unprecedented options on the battlefield. This technological leap is not just advancing China's military, it is reshaping the very nature of conflict and the future of warfare itself. China's military-civil fusion strategy blurs the line between civilian tech and military power. The government mobilizes private tech giants like Baidu, Alibaba, and DJI to develop military applications for their innovations. AI for self-driving cars becomes guidance for missiles. Big data analytics for advertising turns into intelligence analysis. This two-way street gives the PLA access to cutting-edge tech and gives companies lucrative government contracts. Unlike the slower, siloed approach in many Western countries, China's seamless ecosystem accelerates military innovation. Startups and tech giants alike are encouraged and sometimes required to consider military uses for their work. The result, a powerful cycle where civilian breakthroughs rapidly become military assets. China's whole-of-nation approach is fueling a high-tech military revolution. China's futuristic tech is moving from lab to battlefield. Micro-drones, tiny, insect-like robots, are being developed for stealthy surveillance and intelligence gathering in urban environments. AI-driven command systems process real-time data from thousands of sensors, helping officers make split-second decisions. China's Beidou satellite network ensures the PLA's forces can navigate and communicate independently of US GPS. High-resolution surveillance and secure communication satellites give China a persistent eye in the sky. These technologies work together, creating a networked force that's faster, more aware, and more lethal. Each new system brings China closer to its goal, dominating the information-driven battlefields of the future. Advanced tech is useless without skilled operators. The PLA is overhauling its training, replacing old drills with realistic tech-driven simulations and war games. Soldiers now learn to manage drones, interpret AI data, and fight in cyber and electronic warfare environments. Joint training ensures all branches, Army, Navy, Air Force, Rocket Force, work together seamlessly. Virtual reality and large-scale simulations prepare commanders for complex, multi-domain battles. Recruiting and educating tech-savvy soldiers is a top priority, but shifting the mindset of a massive organization takes time. Integrating humans with AI and autonomous systems remains a major challenge. The PLA's transformation depends as much on people as on machines. China's military rise faces serious obstacles. The PLA still relies on foreign-made semiconductor chips, and US export controls are slowing its progress. Training AI for military use requires vast, specialized data, harder to obtain than civilian data. Integrating new tech into a cohesive fighting force is a massive organizational challenge. Some systems may work in labs but fail in the chaos of combat, especially under cyber attack or electronic jamming. Recruiting and retaining tech-savvy soldiers is tough, as the private sector competes for the same talent. Transforming the military's culture and education is a long-term project. China's high-tech future is ambitious, but far from guaranteed. China's military modernization is shaking the global order. The US is racing to maintain its edge, investing in AI, autonomous systems, and next-gen networks. China's neighbors, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, India, Australia, are boosting defenses and strengthening alliances. The PLA's new capabilities give China more power to assert its claims, especially in the South and East China Seas. Chinese drones and weapons are spreading worldwide, lowering the barrier to high-tech warfare. This proliferation changes the military balance in regions far beyond China's borders. The world is moving toward a multipolar system with Washington and Beijing as main competitors. The rivalry extends beyond the military, into economics, diplomacy, and technology. Miscalculation in this high-stakes environment could have devastating consequences. The new arms race is here, and its outcome will shape the century. China's tech-driven military transformation is reshaping global security. The PLA has evolved from a massive, outdated force to a modern, networked military built for information warfare. Military-civil fusion and rapid tech adoption have closed the gap with the West. Real-world systems, drone swarms, AI commands, space networks are now operational. But challenges remain: dependence on foreign chips, the need for better data, and training a new generation of tech-savvy soldiers. China's rise has triggered a new era of strategic competition and a high-tech arms race. The future of warfare and the world order will depend on how China and its rivals navigate this technological revolution. The dragon has donned its new armor, and the world must adapt to the consequences.